Welcome back to the CNT podcast. My name is Justin Yomark. I'm here with.
Tommy Terrio. You gotta say your name.
Hayden Baseball 5.
There we go.
Ooh, that's a pretty cool name. I always wish my mom would have put a number into my name.
Bro, you should see his birth certificate. It just has a 5 on there as his last name.
Dude, I wish my name was Justin Baseball 99 or something.
There you go.
Numbers
There
are
you go.
linked. Yeah, that's
All
such a
right.
good joke.
So I don't. We did. Wait, Justin, did we plan on a card of the week? I don't think we ever planned that, did we?
No, we did not, did we?
No. Uh, hey, do you have any baseball
Oof.
cards on hand that you can show off, or do you need one of
I
us
don't
to
have
grab
any
one?
on hand with me now.
All right, Justin. Justin, grab just
Ah,
grab the first card you find. Don't be
well, I
picky. Just
want to
grab the first
grab.
card you see.
I
No, just first card you see. First card you
No,
see.
I'm gonna be picky because I want the
Man,
card to be meaningful.
boo,
I'm looking for a Braves
boo.
card. I don't know if I have one out though. I don't think I did. I also have to do one I haven't done before. Uh, Tell me, why don't you grab my card?
Right, okay. I'll be right back.
All the cards I have out, I've done before.
All right. See you guys in a sec.
I just reorganized everything.
Bro, Justin, I just had to unpack everything. I don't think
Oh wait,
we're
no, I do have cards that I haven't shown yet.
legendary. All right. Makes my life easy.
Yeah, I've done that one.
Ah, great. Hayden, this normally goes on before the episode. I
I've done
apologize.
that one. Okay, maybe I've done.
All right. We'll just skip card of the week for this week. It's okay. Justin's in
Okay, here we
shambles.
go. Edgar Martinez, Beckett 8. Its centering is a 9.5, corners are a 9, edges is a 7, and surface is an 8.5. Says so on the back.
Nice. Nice.
I got it for like $2 for the Manos PC.
That's cheap.
It's a very dirty slab and it's an 8.
Yeah.
Not
All
much
right.
value to it, but Edgar's my favorite man of all time, so.
So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're talking about baseball growing on social media. We don't really have structure, but talking about our personal experiences with growing the exposure to baseball and social media, as well as how like franchises and everything else can do it. So, either of you guys want to start off? Hayden, you're our guest, so do you want to go first? Talk about any of your experiences with social media and growing like the exposure to baseball.
Yeah, definitely. I think part of it is just like having fun. Like baseball needs more fun, and I am trying to bring that on my part of social media. And there's a lot of people out there that are as well. So I think that's a key factor. A lot of people on social media are trying to make baseball fun. So that's what we need.
What did Trevor Bauer have those shirts? Like it was made was he the one that said had the make baseball fun again or whatever shirts? Was that him?
Uh, Baseball is fun. Brett Phillips made that one.
Let
Yeah,
me
come on,
see.
Tommy. We've did a whole episode about Brett Phillips.
Well, no, it's the make baseball fun again shirt. Who was it?
Might have been Trevor Bauer.
I think he was the one who was famous for. Oh no, so Bryce Harper had a hat of that like 5, 7, like 6 years ago. I think Trevor Bauer had it more recently.
Mm. And Brett Phillips even more recently.
Yeah. So that's the kind of thing we need to keep bringing.
Hmm So
Justin.
I want to ask Hayden a question about his TikTok account because something we forgot to do is Hayden Baseball 5 is his TikTok handle where he has 38,000 followers. So we forgot to do that. He's
Yeah.
not just a random guy we pulled off of the street.
Well,
Yeah, no, I'm not
well, I
a.
mean, you
He's a
never
big time baseball creator. So we forgot
no
to do that. But
no
I
known
wanna
Braves fan, known Braves fan.
yeah.
One of the
I
top ones.
wanna I want to ask about one of your pinned videos. It's the one with Michael Harris. I want to know, did you like plan that out before, or did he come over and you were just ready to make a video with him?
So, so he came over, and before I talk about that, that's a pretty good question. I, he came over, and I'm just like, Michael Harris, you want to make a video? But before he was able to come over, I had to get down there where he was signing autographs. So I went to him, going down to sign an autograph, and then like there were a lot of people over there. I was trying to push my way to the front, and I was able to. And then once I got over there, I'm like, I should just make a video of Michael Harris. That'd blow up. So I tended to ask him that, and he said he would be down. So that's kind of how the whole Michael Harris video thing came up.
Mhm. And
Random,
then
but kind of fun.
also, did he sign anything for you, or did you just get the video done?
I just got the video and talked to him for a minute. So
Mm.
Can I be honest with you? I think that's almost more fun. Like that's almost cooler in a sense because you could you could buy an autograph of his. Like obviously it's cooler if you get like if you're holding out the baseball or everything else and like he's signing it. But if it's just but like you could buy like an autograph of his at a card store for x
Not for
x amount of
cheap.
money
Not for
for
cheap.
yeah, but there's no price that you can put on having a video with with
Yeah.
a player like that.
yeah,
So
Super cool, but I wouldn't be able to resist asking for an auto of him.
no, I wouldn't
I'm
either.
a big Harris fan.
And if y'all don't mind, there's one thing I want to add on to that. So, July 24th, we were playing the Angels, and I got to go on the field during BP. He came over again, and we started talking, and he ended up remembering me, and we talked for a minute then. So we kind of like reunited a little bit on that day.
That's super cool.
see, Justin, this is what happens is Ava has her connection with Tristan McKenzie, Hayden has a connection with Michael Harris, and then there's the two of us that are just sitting here.
That's not true. We've met up with Cole Barr at Oxford's games countless times.
Fair,
We
yeah.
Travis Toon, we have plenty of connections. We know Blake Taylor. He agreed to meet up with me one time, and then he got
Got
carted off
injured.
the field the day before, and now he
Yeah.
won't respond to any of my DMs. Okay, that sounds bad. I only in his DMs because I'm trying to give him a free shot, free CNT shot. So I'm not weird. That that sounds bad. I shouldn't have said that.
All right, continuing on. I think like going back to what Hayden said about making sure like baseball content is fun and everything. It's like embracing like let's just go over the TikTok realm because Hayden, that's where like most of your content is, correct?
Correct. I do like post a lot of stories about stuff around the game on Insta, but I'm trying to focus more on TikTok, and that's where I got more of the following at right now. So
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you.
So I think that another thing is like just embracing, like being willing to embrace trends. Like me personally, I don't like, hopping on like the latest, what like the latest like TikTok sound or whatever it may be, is not, generally my thing. But doing that and
Mhm.
embracing like riding their wave is like I think, another thing that, growing that exposure would be good.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Also, we need mic'd up. We need players mic'd up every game. By the way,
Oh yeah.
that's just a contractual obligation now. The All Star game was an absolute blast with the having whatchamacallit, having the players mic'd up.
I agree, but at the same time, like they're more talkative in the All-Star game because it doesn't matter. Like I've seen a video of Mike Trout being mic'd up, but like he's not really talking because he's focused on the game because they're competing
That's
at the
true.
same time. So like
Yeah,
it's never gonna be like the All-Star game because they're competing when it's a regular
yeah.
game.
I don't know. I just remember having so much fun just watching the All Star game and just enjoying the mic'd up moments was a lot of fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
Me too, 100%. And I think one thing we MLB should start doing more is miking up pitchers because, like you saw Alec Manoah mic'd up in this year's All Star game. That was so much fun to watch, and you saw Liam Hendricks and the 2021 All Star game. So both
Yeah,
those mic ups were like, in my opinion, some of the funniest and funnest to watch mic ups that we've seen in baseball.
I
Mm-hmm.
think Verlander did in 2019. That was fun as well.
Yeah,
Roland is an interesting guy.
it'd also be interesting to have like the insight into the pitch com, like being able to hear like the pitch com, I think would be really interesting, like on a day-to-day basis.
Hmm.
That would be very interesting.
So this is kind of not really truly going like with the growth of baseball, like on social media and all that. But do you guys see what I think it was Max Scherzer said about getting rid of the strike zone on TV?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I agree with it.
I like it. Hayden, did you see that as well, I presume?
Yeah, I did see something about that.
I think it's a smart idea. So to those who haven't seen it, what he essentially was suggesting was that the little faint strike zone that is now present on pretty much every MLB broadcast so fans at home can see relatively where the strike zone is. Um, Max Scherzer wants to get rid of that. I believe it was Scherzer. I could be wrong on that. He wanted to get rid of it because people are judging umpires like unfairly. Like they're getting things wrong by 2 to 3 millimeters, but because of the technology, it's calling it a ball or a strike, and the umpire is calling it the other direction. So
Like a pitch to be like it's also umpires in real time. It's harder to see, and so fans being able to see that, like it just it's putting a lot more pressure on umps. So I do think that they should take it off.
yeah,
Yeah, I honestly 100% agree because there's all these pitches like just outside the zone, and all these fans out there are putting like a lot of pressure on the umpires, and I am too a little bit, but really I shouldn't, but I am. But with that strike zone being getting rid of, then you have your self view of what a strike is and a ball is, and I think that'd be better for the game.
it'll also be more fun
Hmm.
arguing with your friends. Was that a ball or a strike? Because you don't have the zone.
Yeah, it would be more fun. So I have another question for Hayden about his TikTok account. Again, you didn't just pull the random guy off the street. Big time content creator. So how did you like start and growing? Like, what was your first video that really blew up that got you going?
First video that like started blowing up and like I for a while it was just like videos by videos, but there's this trend of like May of 2021, and I made a video with that trend and it got like 4,000 likes, and that's what I really feel like at this point what really started getting my account going. Like at that point before the video I had 4,000 followers, but after that video was blowing up, I probably had about 5K. So it definitely gained a lot of my following, and I feel like without that video, I don't know if I'd be where I'm at right now. So I mean, it's every video you got to think about. It's not one video you're just gonna think that's gonna blow up and you'll get going. It's gonna be many of videos, and that's what's happened for me.
Yeah, the gradual success, not just instant superstardom.
Right.
Exactly.
So, like, I just a thought. Like, are there other social medias that you think should be like other like forms of content that should be explored by like the MLB? Like, because we have the game highlights on like on YouTube, and then you have like
Oh.
your like play by play, like a couple of plays on Instagram, and then you have like a couple of plays on TikTok. Do you think like there's any content that should be added or taken away from like specific like social media platforms?
I think there is some things that should be added. Like I feel like there should start being like MLB and minor league should like create a deal where MLB could broadcast minor league games as well, because I think there's like that part of baseball which you're missing. I mean, a thing that a lot of people probably don't think about, but I do, is people in the minor leagues are going to be up in the major leagues one day, and I think it'd be a lot better for the exposure part if you see all those minor league guys get a very good telecast like MLB. Maybe not on the same high level, but pretty close to it.
You put it on like you live stream it on like an Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. I think would be like if you were to do like they have the free game of the week now on YouTube.
Hmm.
I think that would be I think that would be good. I think
And I'm
that could do some good.
yeah, I'm just really saying like triple A or double A. Like one of those type of games to broadcast every once in a while or just every single day. Like maybe what MLB should do is have one minor league game a day between double and triple A that they broadcast or something like that.
And you just go around and highlighting talent.
Yeah.
Hmm. I like that idea. I think doing it on like a TikTok or Instagram live stream would be good because I feel like the MLB TikTok and Instagram gets a lot of hate because they're always showing Otani and Tatis, which makes sense because those are the most marketable players. But doing it on lives there could bring more traction and help them get less hate for only showing those players.
I don't know. I laugh at the hypocrisy of it because it's like we always get mad at like, hey, we want to see marketable superstars. We want the game to grow. We want there to be faces of the MLB, and then when they show the face of the MLB, we want to see other people. It's like, what do
Yeah.
you really want?
I think that like they're showing the most marketable players play well. Like they're not if Tatis hits a home run, they're not gonna not post it when he's so easily to be able to help market the game.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
What if you also did more to like highlight like creators that really that are trying to promote the game as well? Like
Well, they do have the MLB creator class, but I feel like that they did it a lot heavier last year than they are this year.
but
Like
like
all I've
even
seen for this year
yeah
is the new people on it, and that's it. I haven't seen any content from any of them since. But with
yeah.
last year,
Oh,
sorry,
sorry.
but last year, like I saw everyone, like I saw Little Man all the time. I saw Jackson Olsen all the time. Like they were posting about it a lot more. This year, I've seen nothing since the announcement of the new class.
And yeah, it's like you have these creators that you're recruiting to, truly bring up the game, but you're not gonna highlight them afterwards. It's like that seems like there seems to be something wrong with that. You know what I mean?
And multiple people in the class had never made a baseball video before this year and
That's
last
what
year.
I was about to say. Sorry to interrupt you, but that's what I was
Yeah,
going to say. Yeah, good point.
like
It's like the rest
multiple
of us
people
are
they
working
made.
in the dregs down here that are
Like,
sorry.
I mean, I didn't. I was just rambling. So you go.
I mean, all of us that are, like grinding, putting out baseball content, a lot of people are putting out baseball content daily and they're like, okay, let's just choose the people that, look the nicest or, already have the biggest following or something, things of
Hmm.
that nature.
Like I get choosing like high end baseball creators like Jackson Olsen. I'm just going back to him because we've talked with him before, and so he's the one. He also made the most content, so
Yeah.
he's like he was the face of it. Like he was a baseball creator, so it made sense that he was in it. But now most of them aren't baseball creators, so it doesn't make sense that they're in it. Like I understand picking baseball creators with lots of following and not highlighting smaller accounts, like it's harder to market them. But to go and pick people who don't even post baseball content is absurd.
Yeah. I don't know the way you would go about doing this, but I think you also need to get more exposure to like to the independent leagues as well. Because
Yeah.
I fully agree.
there's dozens of cities across the country that have independent league teams that are, you know, pretty darn good in some cases. And, it's still fun. Like baseball at score is fun to watch. I don't really care what level of baseball I'm watching. Like there's a from where I am, there's a team that's 15 minutes away. It's a Pioneer League team. I don't really care that it's, independent league or anything else, but like give these guys a better platform. I don't know
What's the
what
team name again?
they're the Rocky Mountain Vibes. So,
Yeah.
legendary.
We talked about it before you moved, I
Yeah.
remember.
There's some great, marketing ideas you could do there.
Yeah.
But just, remember that
Which
there's more to baseball, like it's still a game for everyone, even if you're not playing in the MLB or even, the minors. There's still, independent leagues that are still, people are having fun with.
hmm
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to think what other things are there.
Another question I have about your account.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Well, it seemed like you were needing to
Yeah.
think like you have the idea, you're just figuring out what to say. I had another question I've been meaning to ask is you you've posted a lot with Tucker Davidson, like you've posted content around him. Like have you like met through social media or did you meet like at a game? Like how did your relationship with Tucker Davidson start?
Like we ended up just meeting through social media. Like the first one of those videos I posted, he ended up commenting on it. I'm like, whoa, this is pretty awesome. So I just kept in up posting videos about him every now and then. Pretty much, if I post a Tucker Davidson video, he comments on it, bro, and I feel good every time. And not so long ago, he followed me back on TikTok and my Instagram as well. So yeah, it's just kind of been through the videos, but I mean, we've talked through DMs, and I think we do want to try and meet up at a game at some point in the future. But with him on the Angels now, it's going to be pretty tough.
Yeah. See, I did predict that he would get traded, but I thought he would be traded for Josh Hader. I had Hader going to the Braves, not the Padres.
Would have been wild.
Yeah, that's not that bad of an idea, honestly.
Hayden's like, I still want that. Can we, go back in time?
Yeah, I had a.
I don't
I
know if
did.
that
I
was the package. If that was the package for Hater, you guys could have easily thrown that together.
Yeah, we
yeah.
could have.
I
By
think
the
I
way,
had
we
a few
picked up
other
a
prospects with it, but Tucker was the main one in my mock trade for him.
so Dinelson Lamet was part of that trade and then was immediately put on waivers.
That
The
was
Rock
weird.
the Rockies just picked him up.
Really, I didn't. I haven't
So
seen that yet.
so a player that has a 9.49 ERA is going to the worst hitter's ballpark or the worst pitcher's ballpark.
Okay, but you like Lamette because you have like that relic.
I love Lamet. No, I'm just laughing at the fact that it's a guy who's already has the lowest confidence possible when it comes to pitching is now
And the most hitter friendly park.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the next major topic, honestly, is the Savannah Bananas. Honestly, they're the hottest show in town. They have more social media following than I think every single MLB team. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Well, because they actually post. Most MLB teams rarely post.
Do they? Yeah, kind of. Um, but like they are very consistent about posting, and they're also it's just fun loving. So I think what do you think teams can take away from the Savannah Bananas model? Outside of just post more often, like what can teams take away from the Bananas in order to, make their game bring more fans to their games?
I think
In
just
other words,
have
what do the
more fun.
Athletics need to do?
I really
The
think just have more
Savannah
fun.
Yeah. Justin?
and for the Athletics, they should probably just be replaced with the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, I think that'd be better. I think
And then the A's become the AAA team. The A's AAA becomes the AA. The AA becomes the high A. The high A becomes the low A. And the low A, they gotta
and the
find new jobs.
athletics become the low A.
No, the Athletics become the AAA.
And they don't even deserve that. Who are we kidding?
Dude, if you put the Athletics against any AAA team, the Athletics would crush them.
What are our thoughts on that? The best AAA team versus a relegation system. I
I
don't
know
know
what
if
you're
you
gonna
guys
say, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
you have the top so you have the top low A team versus the lowest versus the worst high A team, and then
Okay,
you
it's
go
not
and
an
then you
all
go
out.
on up. You go all
No,
the way
no.
on
Here's
up.
what I say: the worst MLB team plays the best AAA team. If the AAA team wins, they take the MLB team's place.
It's good in principle, but the problem is that it just doesn't work for the money. Like the money wouldn't work as much as I would like. I
They
would
would no,
love
like
that to.
they would switch, like they would get the Athletics stable, like they would become the Athletics, and the Athletics could keep 5 players that lost, but the rest would be traded for the team that just beat them.
No,
It would
if we're to
work.
go a true relegation system, the teams would completely switch. So I mean, I
Okay,
don't
but
because
you can't just give Sean Murphy to like the Guardians, you have the best AAA team.
That's
But
true.
if the Athletics were to lose the
Well, no, what I'm
Rainiers,
saying
you
is
could give
what you
Sean
would do,
Murphy to the Mariners.
what you would do. No, so how this would work is the Athletics. Are the Athletics the worst team in baseball right now, or is it still the Reds?
I would assume it's the Athletics.
Let's look at the standings really quick, shall we?
Yeah.
Just I'm pretty sure the Reds are just a little bit better. Wilson Contreras hit a home run.
Good for you, Justin. Good for you.
That makes me so happy.
League. The Nationals are in fact the worst team in baseball by 5 games.
Ooh.
We didn't even think about them. But like,
So how a true relegation
okay,
system works for those that aren't English soccer fans is English football fans is that the best AAA team and the worst. So this is how it would work. So in English football, it would just work that the state if it was the worst teams and like you would just switch. But in this system, you would play a game, and if the Nationals were to win, they would keep their spot. If they were to lose, the Nationals and their entire entity would become a AAA team and be replaced by the next team. But obviously, this couldn't work because organizations would be thrown off. So it just couldn't work.
plus if the Nationals thought Juan Soto and they lost, you can't just give Juan Soto to a team's AAA team. Because that would just
there's
cost the
just so many.
Nationals way more.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I think it could work. Like there is a world where it does work, but because entities are so locked and because the money also, like how are you going to market like it's impossible to market. What? Just give me a triple. Who's the Who's the Braves AAA team?
I'm not good enough.
The Gwinnett Stripers.
The Gwinnett what?
Gwinnett Stripers.
So yeah, it's hard to market the Stripers as an MLB team as opposed to the Nationals because it's just hard to do it. You could do it and there's ways to make it work, but it's just quite difficult.
Yeah, it'd be hard to do.
Yeah,
it'd be sick
fun,
though.
Because it would work that the entire thing is more there would be no organizations. It would literally just be team, like the Mariners, Rainiers, Travelers, Aqua Sox, and Nuts would all be separate things. They would all be separate things. They would not be connected in any way, and that's how that would have to work.
Then teams just don't have their own prospects.
And see, that's why it won't work. It's just how it's ingrained in baseball. If you were to do a true system, no team would be able to be connected with another.
And then teams would just get to pit the prospects, and any team
there'd be no connection. No, there'd be no connection to it.
See, that doesn't work because
there would be their own things.
Players, it just wouldn't work that way.
That's how soccer works, Justin. It works. Trust me.
It wouldn't work for baseball, though.
Yeah,
you would just completely. You'd have to fundamentally just change the landscape of how baseball is organized on every level, and it's just not right. Let's just put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I wanted to add on is I feel like for that to work, if there was a universe where it did work, like you got to make minor league stadiums better and hold more people, at least AAA stadiums, because like say like the Nationals have the worst record, their stadium can hold 40,000 people and it's a great stadium. And with a team like the Gwinnett Stripers, they hold like 10,000 people and their stadium isn't near as great as the Major League Stadium would be. So I feel like that's
the biggest AAA stadium.
To be fair, fans of the Nationals wouldn't be able to fill a AAA stadium.
The biggest AAA stadium is 16,600 at Salem Field in Buffalo, where the Blue Jays played when they couldn't do the COVID transition. Justin, pop quiz. What's the lowest capacity? Do you figure? You've been to you've been to this one.
Oh, now you're gonna make me think it's Ridley because it's one of the older.
No, AAA stadium. No,
Oh,
AAA
Triple
stadium.
A. Oh, Veneers. I've only been to one
Yeah,
Triple A stadium.
6,500 seats at
Yeah, it's
Cheney
a
Stadium.
small
Oh,
stadium. It's a small stadium. It's a fun one though.
So we said the biggest AAA stadium was 16,600. The smallest MLB stadium in terms of capacity is 25,000 at the Trop. So it's a 9,000 difference even from the biggest AAA stadium to the smallest. Like it's just one of those things where it's like this. There would need to be a major like a we're talking we're talking a
Or
hundred we're talking $100 billion, right? Like
or
off the
the
bat there.
minor league team and the major league team, if the minor league team won, they would just switch stadiums.
Maybe. Maybe that would work. I don't know. That would probably be how that would have to work. I don't know. This is a completely alternate universe, and it just I think this okay, first off, this would be a lot of fun. Can I just say that first and foremost? This would be a lot of fun if this were to
Mhm.
work. But it would just be very hard.
Yeah.
yeah.
Imagine having to market that. It's hard to market a team, like, hey, look at go Nationals, right? When the Nationals aren't going to be in the MLB next year.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you sell games like that?
Well, you sell that last game if they stay or not very well.
Oh no,
Well, that'd be sold
yeah,
out every year with
that last
ease.
game would be fun. I think it'd be fun because you would have to really struggle because like all like the entire AAA would have to be combined, and that would just that would make that even more fun because all the young players would get to play against all the other young players and such.
Hmm.
That is one problem I have with AAA because I feel like you don't see enough of the if you're living on the West Coast, you don't see enough of the prospects on the East Coast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also think about how little amount the owners want to spend. They're not going to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars to send the players from the East Coast to the West Coast.
That's fair.
And you can't drive that far during the season.
Yeah. So both of you saw, I have to assume the shift lines, by the way, in Port St. Lucie in Florida.
Yeah, I saw a little
Yeah, I
bit of
saw
that.
that.
Thoughts? What do you
Hayden,
guys
you can
think?
go first. You're the guest. I insist.
What do you think about the lines? Let's say, Hayden, you there?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Sorry.
What's the question?
Thoughts on the shift lines that there was, like on the field, like the lines, like at the top of the infield that you couldn't go in.
Yeah, I honestly do like that.
Why do you like it? I'm just curious. Just because most of the reaction has been negative. I'm just curious.
But I'm sorry, I'm getting very thrown off right now.
Why do you like the shift lines? What makes why do you like them because most people haven't. Why do you like them?
Well, to answer your question, like it would be good for umpires because umpires have done a lot of stuff and be great for the shift line to be there to help the umpires out. I think that'd be the biggest category to why I like it, honestly.
That's a good point. It's really easy to see. Okay, should are they allowed to be here or not?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Kind of like how
agree.
the foul lines.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that. I like that's a very good reason. I agree.
it's an understandable justification. I still don't. It feels like intrusive. Like the diamond is very much like a sacred thing that the only lines, the foul lines, and that's how it's been since who knows when. I don't know when was the foul line introduced to baseball. I don't know, but
God, can you imagine baseball with no foul territory?
I couldn't imagine it, honestly.
Goodness.
1878.
People in 1877 playing with no foul territory. 150
Yeah.
to 150 to 190 final
You know that
score.
I used to be able to ask for your pitch. Do you know that? Like you requested where the ball would be. The pitcher would
I
give
had
it
no idea.
like we're talking 1860s, like that you would ask the pitcher where to put it.
1860s. You ask for your pitch and then you hit it in the foul territory so far that it's a inside the park home run.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean
I would pay
there had to
good
be
money to
some
see a game like that.
there had to be some like you couldn't go into the stands or something like that. There had to be some like basic rules, but I meant
Okay, no,
like
but we're talking about in the 1800s. There's not gonna be fans there. Like they're
oh
just playing for fun.
there was there was fans there. People were going to the games in the 1860s. I promise
Huh.
you.
Well, then you better be faster than the fans. That's all I'm gonna say.
What's the Savannah Bananas rule? If a fan catches the baseball, it's an out.
Out. It has to be on the fly though.
Yeah, that'd be actually a really good rule in MLB stadium. So you would do it like in foul territory, not in the ball, not in the ball, like not like not. Can you imagine if you hit a home run,
No,
but it's
that just
caught and
like
be an out? To be hilarious.
that's not something that would go over well in the MLB, and that would
No,
never
people would hate
Yeah,
happen.
it. No, it'd be hilarious though. Can you
No,
imagine?
it would not be
it
good
would
for
be
the game
hilarious.
at all.
No, Justin, it's just chaos ball. Just calm down. The Mariners did it
Exactly.
last year.
Chaos ball would not go over well in in Major League Baseball.
That's why the Mariners ruffled so many feathers
Tony,
last year.
Tony La Russa would have a heart attack.
Imagine Tony La Russa complaining to the ums about. But can you imagine how many video reviews there would be about people diving for the ball? Whether they caught it or not. That'd be so difficult and so annoying to deal with.
Yeah, I don't know how the Savannah Bananas pull it
Yeah.
off.
They should have a smaller stadium. They're working out of a minor league stadium, and there's
Mm.
nobody in home. There's nobody like in home run territory.
But what if there
Savannah
was?
stadium capacity is the Savannah Banana stadium capacity is 4,000. So it's one of the. It's like there's 4,000 people that could catch that baseball. So it's like I'd
Don't
say
hit it
40.
to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Um, let's see what else. I had a question about your TikTok, but I don't remember what it was. Let me go find it. Justin, you have anything? You have any other social media points you want to talk about?
Mm, what? Not really. No, I kind of asked all my social media questions.
Oh, I got one. I got one. Hey, this is just a Braves question. How do you feel about Freddie Freeman being struck out by Anthony Rizzo?
I love that question. Anthony Rizzo owns Freddie Freeman.
Honestly, to answer your question, I honestly feel like I was just like in a laughing moment at that time. Like it was just funny. That's all I take it as. Is it was just a funny moment, one of the funniest moments we've seen in recent baseball history. So honestly, it's pretty funny.
Rizzo, Freddie, Rizzo, Freddie.
No,
No.
no.
Rizzo struck Freddie out. Rizzo's better.
Who's won the
Ace.
MVP? Who's won an MVP?
Freddie Freeman left the Braves.
Okay, that doesn't like compete with skill level though.
Okay, he
Also
chose to leave.
wasn't Freddie's fault though.
Yeah,
I mean, he still could have signed the Braves' original offer before that. See, we traded Rizzo. We at least got something for him.
You got pennies for Rizzo, I don't think.
We got Kevin Alcantara, who's one of our top 7 prospects. So that's not really pennies. And he was a 34-year-old first baseman on an expiring contract. Were we supposed to get Jason Dominguez for him?
He is still ace pitcher Anthony Rizzo, so I mean,
that's fair.
Best pitcher in baseball, Anthony Rizzo.
Much better than Freddie Freeman.
Pitching, yes, I agree.
By the way, has anybody seen anything about when Trevor? We're gonna hear about Trevor Bauer's like the hearing that's going on because I think that's still going on right now, right?
Is it?
Is it? I don't know. I thought that had
I've
started
not heard
recently.
anything about Bauer.
I
I
haven't
miss
heard
Bauer.
anything.
It's funny. I hated the guy until he was gone, and then I was like, hey, wait a minute. I actually kind of liked him.
I mean,
I don't know. Justin just hated him because he was, a
I
Cy
didn't
Young on the
hate.
Reds.
I didn't hate him until what came out came out.
It was all allegations.
Okay, we're not gonna that he was found. We're not gonna talk about this on the podcast.
All right, we can
Shut,
discuss this
shut.
later.
I'm shutting that down right now.
Man, Justin's no fun. Boo.
Tommy, do you want CNT to get canceled for having an
Boo.
opinion on this?
Boo.
If we have an opinion on this, we lose no matter what. No matter what the opinion is, we'll lose.
He's kind of right though. I hate to
He
be
is
that guy.
right.
He's kind of
I am
right.
100% right.
I don't like it, but yeah, he's right.
We're not allowed to have an opinion on these things.
Yeah, sucks. All right. Anybody else have anything that they want to add before you wrap this up?
I did have one question for both of y'all, and like you both can answer it on y'all's parts. But what made both of y'all decide to come together and start a podcast?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Tommy, you can answer first.
Justin held me at gunpoint and was like, "Tommy,
That's
join the
not
podcast or else."
true. That's not true.
No, we've been friends since fourth grade.
It
He
was
you
at
started
rocket
this.
launcher point.
Oh, hey, my bad. Um, you know, Justin's very persuasive when he's behind, the wheel of a tank. Let's just put it that way.
I don't
No,
even know what happened. I don't even own a tank.
so he says. So me
I
and Justin
don't.
have been friends since fourth grade. You started this what, seventh grade, Justin? We figured out, I
I don't
think
know.
sixth or seventh grade. You
It
started
was
this.
3 years ago. So what grade am
Would have
I
been it
in?
would have been it would have been like
Seventh. Yeah, seventh.
February of seventh grade. So I appeared on a couple episodes here and there, and then about a year ago now, I started doing this weekly. So
Do we
that's how I
know
started it.
exactly which date you joined?
August something. I don't know. I have no clue. No idea.
Can we just pick a day in August and say that's when?
Yeah, let's go August 9th, we'll just say.
Dude, why? You can't do August 9th.
What's August 9th?
My brother's birthday. I'm not like you can't. I would not have done it on his birthday. That's the one day in August you couldn't pick, and it's the one that you say. I cannot believe you. Of course, you say the one day that I'm against it being.
I don't know. But yeah, so Justin, do you want to delve into your
That
story
is
with it a little bit?
absurd. Um, no, I don't think I will. So
See,
I was
this is
gonna
the
be.
kind of sass, Hayden. This is the kind of sass that I have to deal with on a daily basis.
I can see.
Justin, are you inclined to be civil now?
You get too power hungry, Tommy. The power gets to your head, and you just mute everyone.
And you get too mean. I mean, we got.
Mean? It was a joke. Um, I was going to be on a different podcast with someone else's podcast. I do not believe it's still running. I think we outlasted them. And so it ended up falling through. And so it got me thinking. And then about a week or two later, after that happened, I'd start planning to make my own. And then I did. Because I was very excited to be on the podcast. I thought it was going to be cool. And then it fell through. And so then I just started planning to make one.
Yeah.
And I did. 190 episodes in. I was at 191 when this goes out.
This will be episode 191.
191 episodes in now.
That's wild.
3.5 years. Or something.
Oh man. And now we have a Twitter. Justin's what? Justin, there's a. If you ever
that should have happened a long time ago.
If you ever want to see a wild pancake discussion, I mean, you can
Oh,
go to the
Twitter
cards
is
and
the
talk.
place to be.
If you want
It
something,
is.
if you want something that's not baseball related whatsoever, but claims to be baseball related, hop on the CNT Twitter.
Oh, I didn't. I don't claim that everything we tweet about is going to be baseball related.
All
A
right,
lot of it is though.
Justin, do you want to point to
It's
the sign
only
real quick?
it's only the pancake stuff that's not baseball related. The Twitter is for pancakes and baseball. We
Do you want
tweeted
to?
a lot during the deadline.
Yeah. You want to point to the sign, Justin?
I would love to. I'll pull it down. Oh, it's a weekly occurrence now. Oh, gee, something fell. This is why we can't have nice things, Tommy.
Man, this is what I got to deal with.
It fell. It's not my fault.
I just want your brother to come in
If
every
you don't listen to this sign, Tommy's gonna break into your house and steal your shoes.
quite simply. Nah, Hayden's gonna do it this week. Hayden's gonna steal your
Oh,
shoes.
okay. Hayden's gonna steal your shoes if you don't
I'm gonna
follow
do it.
this.
Yo, Justin, every week we have your brother come in and just take one letter from the sign and just see how long it takes you to notice.
You have his phone number. Tell him to do it.
Maybe I will. All right. Without
Maybe you
unless either of you have
won't.
anything else to say. Hayden, anything else? Final shout out to your social media accounts. Where
Yeah,
can people find you?
Follow
last
it
thing I
up.
want to say, then we'll wrap up the shooting of the podcast. First of all, I want to say thank you guys for having me on, and yeah. Second of all, I want to say to everyone who is watching right now, if you love baseball, Hayden Baseball 5, TikTok, Instagram. That's the right place to be if you love baseball. Go
LinkedIn,
follow it.
Snapchat, WhatsApp, Vine. Oh, sorry.
Twitter. I bet your Twitter doesn't have pancake rankings. Just saying. Ours does. I
Don't
hop
Honestly, not
ask.
on Twitter,
8.5.
so
Don't ask. It's not worth it.
I gave IHOP cakes an 8.5. Trevor gave him a 7.5. You know
See,
what we gotta do? We gotta do a pancake episode. We just rate pancakes the entire time. I have some great ideas.
I'm not sure how you can sell this one as a baseball podcast. I'll be honest. I don't see this is what I'm
We'll
saying.
wear baseball clothing.
There you go.
there we go.
Hayden, if you're interested in doing and having having just an eating episode, we're just all just eating just different
We bring
you know
everyone who's ever been on the podcast back just to eat pancake for an
just
hour.
one giant Zoom. Just everybody's just eating just random
All
food.
right.
We're doing it. Episode
Yeah, we're
200.
doing it. I'm in.
This
I'm
seems like a
Episode
already in
terrible.
already.
200.
This seems like a terrible idea, but okay,
This
let's do
seems
this.
like a great idea.
We got 9.5 weeks to figure out how to get what? How many people on do you figure? 30, about 30,
Well,
35 people?
about 30. We've
Oh,
interviewed like 20 athletes, so there's 20
We
athletes alone.
we have to stick 20 to 30 people into one Zoom, and it's mostly professional athletes just gonna be eating pancakes for an hour.
Let's do it.
This is the type of content that people want to
This is
see.
the must see
yeah.
content.
No, at the very least, maybe we'll bring back, Hayden and some other people,
Everyone. Everyone or no one.
See, this is where Justin gets crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again to Hayden for coming on. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.